Now we're done solving two problems in frictional forces. Let's now go to dynamics of uniform circular motion. So that will be the coverage of the next part of this discussion. So recall our uniform circular motion. Kung naalala niyo pa yung UCM natin, ano ulit yung direction ng acceleration sa uniform circular motion? Nasaan yung direction ng motion doon? Asaan? Dapat centripetal, right? Centripetal acceleration, therefore, dapat saan yung direction? It should be center seeking, right? It should be in the direction of towards center. So center seeking, and we know that if a particle is moving in a circle with constant speed, we are assuming here that the speed of the particle is constant. Then what will happen there is there's no tangential component, and therefore the acceleration vector only points towards center. Now, we know that the acceleration vector here is proportional to the net sum of all forces. Right? Hence, ang kailangan lang nating sabihin dito ay ang uniform circular motion. If you want to determine the dynamics, you have to determine the centripetal force or the net sum of all forces acting on the system, which is in fact radial in direction. So ganito lang yung magiging itsura niya. So you have a summation of forces acting on the radial direction, which is equal to mv squared over r, where v squared over r is again your radial acceleration. Yun lang yung madadagdag, and the rest ay same ang analysis. May mga magbabago lang ng konti. We will see that when we go to some examples. Now, what happens here is we decompose the forces into its radial and tangential components. If we, instead of having the usual xy coordinates, ang gagamitin natin for centripetal for equations of motion in the for a particle in a circle is radial tangential, RT. Okay, wag kayong malilito kung RT yan kasi hindi necessarily same yan sa XY. That's why I use RT para lang maiba. Okay, and then after that, again, the mv squared over r, since ma yan, siya ay resulta ng forces. Hindi siya force. It is only the net sum of all forces, and therefore it shouldn't be part of the free body diagram. Pwede mo naman siyang ilagay sa gilid, pero hindi mo siya pwedeng ilagay sa gitna. Okay? Questions for centripetal force. The rest of the techniques that we did for the past few sessions, ganun pa rin ang gagawin dito. Ang magbabago lang ay ang setup ng coordinate system at ang net sum of all forces. Instead of MA, you have MV squared over R. May tanong ba rito? Questions? Are there any questions? May tanong ba? Wala? I hope they're not. Sige. So, yun.